until chapter 28. But I'm not feeling we towards the end yet because we gotta see what happens when somebody lets somebody know that it's all fake. We gotta see. Hold on. Continue. Let's see. All right. On Saturday, me and Nell are outside of Angel's apartment and she's standing next to a taxi loading her luggage. Don't look so sad. It's not like I'm leaving you forever. I promise I'll be back, Pumpkin. Angel blows a kiss at Nell. Nell visibly recoils. It's not like that. It's not that. I'm more worried about the people you might drag into your schemes. Schemes? What schemes? I'm leaving it all behind me. Angela gives her widest and brightest smile. I pull out the present me and Nell brought for her and hand it over to Angela. This is from the both of us. I hope you can take your time over there. Angela accepts the present. You both so distinctively sweet. It's giving me cavities. It's giving me cavities. Quit it, you guys. She gives me a hug and I hug her back. Please don't do anything rash over there. Don't fool around with the pool boy. Damn. You calling her? Why you saying she like that? Angela shoots her into laughter. Don't worry. I'll sleep with the bellboy instead. Damn. No. Rolls over his eyes and crosses his arm. Just leave already and get back all better. He says, well, since someone doesn't want me around, I guess I'll have to go now. I can't miss my flight anyways. Angel finally opened the door to the cab and sits inside. She rolls down the window and talks to us. Don't forget to water my plants for me, she says. All of a sudden, your plants are made out of plastic. Oh, wait, no. All your plants are made out of plastic, says Nell with a heavy sigh. Angel blows another kiss, thanks to the both of you. I'm going to miss you. See you soon, I say. Please don't do anything to warrant me being woken up in the middle of the night because you got involved with law enforcement, says Nell. Bye, darlings. She turns to the driver and tells him to go to the airport. The car engine starts up and slowly the car starts to move down the street. By the way, guys, I forgot to tell Nell's parents that, oh, shit. Oh, she ain't shit. That was her one fucking job. Fuck. I forgot to tell Nell's parents that you two aren't getting married. My eyes widen and so does Nell's. Nell starts to run after the car. Damn, what do you mean? Oopsie, Angela blows a kiss before the cab finally turns the corner and out of sight. I stand there rooted to the ground. Angela. Nels yells out loud, but she's too far gone to hear it. I shake my hand in disbelief. She pulled out another Angela stunt on us, letting us know that at the last possible moment that she didn't tell Nell's parents, and now we're still stuck in this pretend marriage sham. Angela will be gone for who knows how many months. She's definitely not going to own up to her idea and confess. What are we gonna do? I asked, turning to Nell. Nell displays a wide variety of emotions, mostly conflicted and worried. Murder her when she gets back, he suggests. Obviously, but what about right now? What if we'll have another running with your mother? Nell stuffs his hand into his pockets and kicks his foot at the ground, clearly frustrated with the lack of options. He walks back and forth on the sidewalk, thinking about the best course of action until it stops in front of me and sighs in defeat. I'll tell them. He sounds so lonely that it breaks my heart. Having to face his parents all alone. To clean up his cousin's mess, I feel like I can't let him fix Angel's mistakes all on his own. So I slip my hand into Nell's and give it a slight squeeze. No, we'll tell them. I correct him. Ooh, we gonna tell him? Shit. We're fucked. Nell stares at me in disbelief, and then with a small smile spreads across his face. I can feel his fingers clasp around my own hand in return. He turns his head to where he last saw Angela disappear around the corner. Alright, he says. That's what we'll do then. I lean my head against Nell's shoulder. Yes, We could take them on together. At the very least, Nell deserves someone to be his moral support. We stand there hand in hand, staring into the distance, relaxing in each other's company. It's your day off, right? I asked Nell, suddenly thinking of something.
Hmm.
For once, yes, it is. Do you want to come over for dinner tonight? I asked him out boldly. Nell cocks his head to the side and responds, but there's a relaxed look on his face. It doesn't seem like he's going to say
Hmm.
no. Depends on how good you are at cooking, he asks instead. Are you insinuating I'm bad at cooking? I'm just gauging whether or not I'll get food poisoning and if I should order something takeout instead. I drop his hand, giving him an incredulous look. Are you that worried I'll poison you? Wouldn't wouldn't put it past you. Fine, don't come, I say with a huff. Nell swiftly leans into me, his lips brushing over the tip of my ear. No, I'll come. He says with a lower whisper before pulling me back. He gives me an all-knowing smirk and then finally starts walking away from me, getting inside of his car. He ain't shit. I watch him drive off, left behind with all kinds of thoughts. I asked him out for dinner and Nell says he'll come. My heart is suddenly making flip-flops in my stomach. Oh shit, what we cooking? I take an apron off and stash away. I stash it away somewhere. I don't pay enough. Blah, what the fuck? I don't pay a much. I don't pay much attention. Damn, what the fuck? We need some water. I ain't gonna hold you to details at the moment. Nell's coming over any minute now, and I've been slaving away in the kitchen, preparing a really nice meal for the both of us. I may or may not have checked out some romantic recipes for two online. I even brought some red wine. Look at the bottle sitting on the kitchen counter, and I quickly take a sip from it. I'm kind of nervous. I never had Neil inside my home before. I mean, he's been to street trends before, but never in the private quarters. My dish is boiling in the oven right now. It's almost done. Something, chicken and pasta. Okay, chicken Alfredo. Okay. That's a valid. With some wine, red wine. That's cool. I can't even remember huh? Hey man, I can't even remember what I threw in there anymore. I've been too busy making sure everything else is perfect as well. Oh fuck no! What did she cook, bro? Please don't tell me you fucked up the dish and was throwing random shit in there. Everything has been cleaned and set to display a nice cozy mood. I opt out of candles. That one seemed like I was trying too hard. It's dark outside and I dressed up in evening wear. It's a habit. It's a habit that kind of stuck because Angela insisting I dress up whenever we have dinner together. Hopefully Angela is having fun at her destination right now. The doorbell rings and my heart jumps inside my throat. He's here. Quickly I check to see if my outfit and hair looks good. I buzz him in. I can hear footsteps walking across the stairs and I open my front door to let Nell in.
uh.
Good evening, Mia-san. Nell greets me with a soft voice. Hi, I stand around. I don't know what I don't know why I all of a sudden tongue tied right now. Nell casts his eyes towards the ground.
Ooh.
You look nice. I can tell. I can't tell if he's forcing himself to say that or if it's a genuine compliment. Either way, it embarrasses me because I definitely wasn't expecting that. Thank you. I managed to reply. I step aside to let him in. Dinner's almost ready. Just let me serve it. Please take a seat. I leave Nell in the living room to fetch the casserole dish out of the oven with my oven mitts. All right, let's see how this is looking. Oh, they probably ain't gonna show the picture. Bouncing a heavy dish out of my hands, I make my way over to the dining room table. Nell is already seated, keeping keeping it quiet. His eyes follow my every move as I scoop up from the casserole and serve it on his plate. Oh, she made a casserole. Oh, okay. That was Alfredo. When I finish with my own plate as well, I take a seat opposite of them. Enjoy, I say, feeling a bit awkward. Neil takes his cutlery and eats the food like a perfect gentleman, just like he did when we went out for dinner to that fancy restaurant. Have you heard anything from Angela yet? I tried to fill up the scene
Hmm.
to silence. I don't think she cares much for keeping in touch, so I don't expect her to say anything until a week has passed. Oh, I was just wondering if she arrived safely, that's all. Nell takes a napkin next to his plate and dabs it against his lips. She's arrived in one piece, she answers, smiling slightly. He does that a lot, actually, smiling when he talks about Angela, even though she can be quite a pain. Which brings me to my next question. Have you figured out how we're going to tell your parents if we're not really getting married? Nell stays quiet for a long time, doing nothing but munching on his casserole. I'm going to talk to them directly. He lets out a sigh. It occurs to me that I can't keep relying on Angela to do her part, so I'll be honest to them myself. He looks up from the table to me, his golden eyes gazing into my
Hmm.
own, and I would like you to be there too. He sounds a bit hesitant, like I'd say no. Of course, I stammer, I'll be there. I won't let you face them on your own. Nell's body relaxes. He gives a genuine smile. I never seen him with such an expression before. I avert my eyes from him, finding myself with a little breathless. We eat together in silence for a bit, but not in an awkward silence, and there's no tension hanging around in the air. For once, silently enjoying Nell's company, and I never thought I'd see the
Um.
day. Nell clears his throat. It's a, huh? It's all right. What is?
Hmm.
The food is edible. Ain't that some shit? I cock, I cock him in the eyebrow. Are you complimenting my food? Nell turns his head away. His cheeks turn pink. Perhaps, he utters shyly. I lean both elbows into the table and give him a confidence mark. Nell is complimenting me, and he's been adorably bashful about it. It's not the best compliment in the world, but coming from Nell, it's probably the most earnest he can be. Oh, come on, at least compliment me for real. Put some effort into it, I tease him. Nell tries to glare, but his cheeks stay pink, making it seem rather harmless and cute instead. Your home cooking is adequate enough for my exquisite palate. Sorry. Why all the fancy words? Can't you just admit you like it? Uh, Nell says, conflicted. I like it, he murmurs softly. I'm glad I invited him over for dinner. Otherwise, I never get to see a side to him. He's being so complacent for once, and he's not giving me any snarky responses. It's almost like the time of the masquerade ball when I thought Nell was some flirty stranger. Remembering that just makes me realize that Nell is capable of showing a nicer side of him. To even be able to hand out compliments without doing it through gritted teeth, to be able to actually converse with me. It's strange. It's a strange thing to sit there eating a meal with Nell. We're both being civilized. Perhaps this is how things could have been like since the beginning if we weren't such a jerk about it. After all, when we met as kids and got along just fine back then. What the fuck? Hey, yo, what the fuck going on? The room suddenly, bitch, you didn't pay your bill. The room suddenly goes pitch black. Hey, what happened? I yell. All the lights have gone out. My entire apartment is covered in darkness. Your power went out. Street lights are still on. So, I believe it's just you. Great, I say with a frustrated groan. I don't even know why. I get up from my chair, putting my hands out in front of me to be able to feel where I'm going. At the same time, I hear Nell getting up as
Oh.
well. The fuse's probably blown. Where's your electric panel? It's downstairs behind my workroom, I believe. I take a few steps forward, but I can't really see much. Now I can. Now I kind of wish I used candles for the mood, mood lighting, anyways. The bright light shines into my eyes. I squeeze them shut in response. Don't shine that in my face, I tell him, giving Nell a glare once I open my eyes. He's holding out his cell phone and using the flashlight setting to illuminate our
Hmm.
surroundings. Come on, let's fix it. Nell starts to leave the dining room and I follow him a bit I'll follow him. A bit surprised he's taking charge like this. We reached my front door, the one leading to the staircase to go downstairs, and Nella's the first one to open. Why is the lights off, bro? Why are you acting fun? Soon as I bring somebody over, now all of a sudden the lights go off. The fuck? The door bangs against the cardboard behind it, and Nell, causing Nell to stumble forward with too much force. Damn, my heart stops beating once I see his cell phone fly out of his hands, and all of a sudden, I hear afterwards a loud bang as Nell rolls down the stairs. Damn, Nell! I yell out at him. Why is everybody getting fucking injured, bro? The loud bouncing stops. The cell phone is facing flat down on the floor at the bottom. I can see if he's okay. Nell, I call out to him once more, and I start moving forwards. I can hear you. I'm right here, idiot. That nigga mad, bro. I almost jump out of my own skin when I realized Nell's voice is right next to me. But how? I thought he had fallen down the stairs for sure. But then it wasn't me that fell down the stairs. Some heavy box you had hiding behind the door did. Along with along with my cell phone. Along with my cell phone. Great. It's probably broken. I feel around in the dark with my hands until I make contact with Nell's arms. I grab it and link my arm with his. That scared me. Don't do something like that. Staying quiet. I don't want to. I don't want to take another person to the hospital again. Angela, taking Angela to the hospital was already too many times in the time for me. That really frightened me. It's okay. I'm all right. What the fuck? All right, hold on. I need water, bro. Damn, I'm mad. I ain't getting no water bottle, bro. All right. It's okay. I'm all right. He reassures me in a low voice. Come on, take my hand. It's hard to see. I suddenly feel Neil's hand pry my arm away from his and then slip his fingers in between mine. He gently tugs me towards the edge of the staircase, and we both walk down until we reach the ground floor. Neil picks up his cell phone that's lying next to the cardboard box and checks for any defects and scratches. And there was an obvious one that can't be missed. His damn tire screen correct. The flashlight setting still works though. Sigh. Why do my personal belongings always seem to get broken and ruined whenever I'm near you? I don't know how to answer that. I bring bad luck. I joke. Nell snorts in response, but it's not angry sounding. It's just a bit peeved. I'm surprised how well Nell is containing his anger at his cell phone cracking. Usually he'd have insulted me 3 times by now, blame me for blame everything on me and stormed off. But now he holds my hand as he tugs me down through the dark, not saying a word. His hands feel warm. Point me to the right direction. I step in front of him and open the door at the back, where the electrical panel is located. I open the door and we step into the small closet. It's pretty cramped in here with the two of us. Nell is too confused on opening the panel, so he drops my hand and hands over his cell phone to me. Here, shine a light on it. I give him some light and he checks what's wrong. There's a bunch of switches and honestly, I don't know which one it is. I haven't had any trouble with electricity yet, so I never really had any need to know. I'm surprised Neil seems to know what he's doing though. He checks every single switch until he's flipped the big green one, and suddenly I hear a whirling of electricity spring back on it. The lights in the boutique spring back on. Well, that was surprisingly simple. It's back on, I say delightfully. It was probably your oven that brought it down. You may want to buy a new one. In my joy, I wrap my arms around Nell from being behind him and stand on my tippy toes to give him a smooch on his cheek. Thanks. Nell jerks back, his cheeks catching fire, and he looks at me in shock. Don't. He starts a bit at a loss of words. I stare at him, wondering what's with the extreme reaction. He rubs the spot on his cheek that I kiss. Sneak attacks aren't allowed, he grumbles. Well, honestly, Neil, I didn't think you had it in you. When you mentioned to pay someone to clean your apartment, I figured you wouldn't even know what an electrical panel is in the first place. This seems to turn Nell's face redder. Oh, this is so much fun. It seems to see him squirm in front of me. Well, I have you know I had to help Angela quite often with her electricity. I'm the one she calls whenever something went wrong. Maybe I'm rich. I may be rich, but I'm not ignorant. He hisses. He roughly takes the cell phone out of my hand. I know he's acting all indignant right now, but I can't help and feel that it's all just for show. He's not really offended or even angry that his screen got a gigantic crack on it. I'm sorry about your cell phone. I can't offer to pay for the replacement screen, I
Mm.
suggest. He shakes his head. No, that won't be necessary. It's not your fault. Besides, that's what I have insurance for. Neil continues to surprise me with his words. He's not blaming me for at
Mm.
once. Why are you looking at me like that? Neil says with a huff. He's eyeing me suspiciously. I don't know. You're not. How should I put this? Blaming me.
Hmm.
He crosses his arms defensively. Is that what you want? Is that what you expected? Yes, I say immediately. I will gladly start pointing out all the things that made it your fault if it pleases you so much. You already said it's not my fault. Can't take it back
Yeah.
now. Has anyone ever told you that you can be quite grating on the nerves? No, just you. I give him a wide smile. No, eyebrows furrow into a frown, and then he sighs. Mm. Yeah, I need water, bro. This is bad, bro. This is bad. I don't believe that for a second, he mumbles. What about you? Huh? I question him. How many times people have told you that you're an asshole? This time he's
Hmm.
glaring at me. Is that supposed to imply something? You can't deny that you do act like one though. I trail off. Oh, wait a minute, what really? What the fuck was that? In a second, Nail's hand is gripping my arm and he pushes me against the wall. Oh, oh what we finna get a scene? Nigga, we finna get a scene. He lowers his head until our noses almost touch. I can feel his breath on my face. It's because of you, he says in a low hiss against my ear. His breath makes me shiver and my heart is beating up. You're blaming me, I fire back. I slowly tilt my head on the side, staring directly at his collarbone and fighting the temptation to kiss it. Neil slides his fingers through my hair until he pushes them up against my back, back of my head. The feel of his fingertips against my scalp is soothing yet exciting. Then he leans even closer until his face is lowered enough that his nose is poking the nook of my neck. The nook of my neck. His breath is hot on my skin and it turns my body grows warm
Yeah.
as well. I blame my lack of self-control around you. My hand reaches out and runs across Nell's back, pushing his body closer to mine. I feel like I'm on some sort of drug. My sensations are all heightened, and every single movement about that Nels makes shoots a painful throbbing in my heart. Is it bad that I'm thinking I want him to lose control around me? Mm, I swallow loudly and part my lips, feeling them touch the rim of his ear. Maybe I want you to lose control, I whisper. No, none of those words left my lips. I breathe in the sharp gas of Nels hungrily plants. Oh no, I read that wrong. The moment those words leave my lips, I breathe in the sharp gas as Nell hungrily plants his mouth on my. What the fuck, bro? I wish I could go back so I can hold you. All right, whatever. We gonna skip this one. The section on the sensitive patch of skin there is enough to make my knees buckle over, and with it, my entire mind goes blank. I run my fingers through his black hair, squeezing my eyes shut as Neil continues to draw blood to the surface of my neck. It feels good. Eventually, Neil manages to make me squirm against him as he sucks even harder. And just like that, his lips leave my neck alone. I let out a shallow breath and look him in the eyes. His golden eyes are burning with passion that wasn't there before. I launched myself at him in this enclosed space, grabbing the sides of his head, knocking him into the wall. I don't wait a second before my lips crash against his. When we connect, he pushes me back hard against my lips, melting everything inside of me to a mush. I've never Neil's moan is muffled against my mouth. I can feel him twitch in response to every move as I suckle on his lips. Finally, I kiss Neil again. Neil's fingers slip into my hair and he gazes them against the back of my scalp, pulling me closer to him and pushing harder against my lips. I'm engulfed in it by his body. It's sparking a fire inside of me so hot that I feel I might burst. Bro, let me get a scene, please, bro. We part briefly, only the slightest bit. Neil is back with his plump lips on mine, sucking the daylights out of them. It feels good. It feels like our lips are magnets because we can't seem to leave each other alone. I let one hand wander free across his chest, and I can feel Neil's heart wildly beating against my palm. It's racing as fast as mine is. Neil has one arm wrapped around my waist. He thrusts his hips into mine, causing me to open my mouth, releasing a gasp.
You's a freaky ass nigga!
We gotta get, hold on, we gotta get screen no. Nah, ain't no way. Tongue out, bro. Nah, that's crazy. All right, hold on. We gotta like it. We gotta like it. What freaky shit they oh, bro. All right. All right. Using this opportunity, Neil's hot tongue enters me. The sensation feels like a pleasant burn. His tongue brushes against mine, and it's making me breathless and hot. He toys around with me slowly, and if he wants me to beg for more, no, I'm not in the mood for games, so I gently bite down on his tongue as a warning. Then quickly pulls back, staring at me with open eyes. Then he closes his eyes again and reels me back in, dipping his tongue into my mouth. And this time he doesn't tease me. This time he eagerly pushes back against my own tongue. My heart is beating in the same rhythm as his. I feel like we're on the same page for once, wanting the same thing. Because there's no denying I want Neil at this moment, and Neil wants me too. When Neil changes his position, something behind me falls over with a loud bang. Oh, goodness, bro, we didn't get no save. Fuck. Neil is quickly fuck. Neil is quick to remove himself from me and turns his body around to see what hit him. I breathe deeply and fast, shaken up by the makeout session with Neil. My eyes look behind Neil, where a broom lies on the ground. Oh, that's what hit him. You okay? I say, trying to steady my breathing. Yes, he said with a wavering voice. I want to continue kissing. Ah! Oh! Amir said I should leave. No, why leave now? Don't look at me like that, he says bashfully and turns his head away from mine. I need to go do something important tomorrow. I can't stay, he explains. Oh, the disappointment in my voice is hard to mask. I wanted him to stay with me. I can't help but feel rejected. Things were definitely leading up to something. Man, I was waiting. They wrong for cutting that shit off early. I can't help but feel rejected. These things were definitely leading up to something. Nell lowers his eyes and he rushes over out of the small room so he can have some space to breathe again. Dang, we were so close. We were this close, bro. Out of the hallway, he looks at me, staring into my eyes with a gaze full of questions and uncertainty. Seeing my own feelings reflected into them. Then Neil finally breaks eye contact. I'll contact you when I figure out when we can meet my parents. I look down as well, right? Well, thank you for getting my electricity back. Don't thank me for that. Even a child could do it. Just let me thank you, okay? I give him a slight push against his shoulder. As you wish, he says, this time smiling slightly. Almost feel a sense of dread having to say goodnight to him now. It all went by so fast. Emotions from him are still so in turmoil. But one thing is clear, I want Nell. Is it wrong for me to to want to stay with him longer? Good night then. I struggle with getting those words out. Mel hesitates for a moment, staring into my eyes. It's making me feel weak in my knees. It's just like he doesn't want to leave, just like I don't want him to leave either. Except he finally nods. He finally forces himself to give a curt nod. Good night, he says, and turns around to open the back door. Dang. Nell finally leaves my boutique. I touch my lips with my index finger, feeling it tingle with sensations I was experiencing moments before. I'm left to wonder about what it all means, where this is all going. What if things are going to end between us after we have a talk with his parents? Suddenly, I feel anxious about what's going to happen next. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Nah, hey. Hey, this is good. We got a little action scene, but we ain't get no scene. I was this close. I wanted this, you know what I'm saying? But we got a little screenshot in. I ain't gonna do, so I'm cool with that. All right. Shit, they want me to make a design. Let's see. That's what we wearing? I mean, I guess. Ooh. Mm. I don't know what hue's wearing. Those do look nice, but what color? Yeah, I think we should wear a necklace. We gonna go. Are we gonna go with the brown theme? No, let's go brown. Let's put some little color in it. Yeah, let's go for a. Since they went pink, we'll go pink too. All right. And then for jewelry, we gonna go. We gonna go pink. Match it. Fuck it. We'll lighter version. Should we change the color of the bag? It's nice. Okay. Um, that's a nice pink. I'm thinking about changing the hair. We've been rocking this shit for a while, ain't gonna hold you. There you go. Perfect. Cool. Alright. Chapter 26. Alright, Angela is somewhere on the beach enjoying her rehab vacation, but me, I'm sitting next to Nell in a very expensive limousine heading towards his parents' estate. Their personal chauffeur is chauffeur. Why I say chauffeur? Bro, I'm done, bro. Is taking us to their home. 2 days ago, Nell contacted his parents and got invited over for dinner. He decided it would be a good time to break the news to their parents and asked if I would like to join him as well. Since I already promised him I would be there when he revealed their engagement was fake, I simply said yes. And that's why we're here. That's why I'm here. In a fancy car, sitting next to an equally anxious looking Neil. My nerves are killing me. Neil, I called for him. He turns his head away from the window when he was staring out of it. How are we gonna do this? Should we just say it straight from the beginning until after dinner? Or perhaps we or perhaps when we're walking out of the door so we can shout it out to them as we're leaving. Neil bites his lip before growling at me. Stop your rambling. I can't concentrate on my thoughts if you keep talking. Well, what exactly are your thoughts? I know I said we'd tell them together, but we haven't really decided on how we're gonna do it. And before I run my mouth at dinner, I just want to know your plans. I'll tell them. He says firmly. You just keep your pretty little mouth shut and I'll be doing the talking. Don't say that. I tell him offended. Say what? That pretty little mouth comment. We are not really engaged, Neil. I'm not your trophy wife. Don't worry. No one would ever mistake you as a trophy. Fuck you. I narrow my eyes at him. I am not in the mood for your childish bickering. Well then how about you zip your lips? Your voice is a nuisance to my thoughts. My anger flares up. Now listen here. If you do not watch what you're saying, I'm going to go out there and give them a piece of my mind, regardless of your wishes. That's not what you want now, is it? Neil grunts at me, but otherwise keep quiet. I fiddle with my fingers on my lap. I'm on edge. Neil's on the edge as well, and it's not good combination because apparently we can't do anything but say nasty things to each other like this. 2 days ago, we were civilized and felt like we had made some progress with each other. However, as soon as we're both stressed, we fight like cat and dog. Finally, he speaks up. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. He sighs, the word expression gracing his features. I'm stressed and nervous. I have no idea how my mother will take the news, nor I know what will happen to me afterwards. We got this, bro. We got this, bro. I place my hand on top of his to comfort him and give him a little squeeze. Nell slightly tilts his head towards me. A small, nervous looking smile appears on his lips. He squeezes my hand back. We drive the rest of the way in silence, which reveals itself to be deadly to me as I keep thinking of different scenarios in my head, each one worse than the last. When we finally arrive, I look out the window and I'm blown away by the huge mansion in front of me. The front yard is twice its size. There's even some tending to the yard by shoveling snow out of the path. I'm feeling intimidated by the sheer size of the property. It's really a good visual reputation of their wealth. I'm going to make these very wealthy people very angry. You didn't tell me they lived in a mansion until Nell's surprise. What do you think? They lived in a shoe? My parents are wealthy. You know that. He says as he gets out of the car. I hurry up after Nell, a bit afraid he'll leave me alone with these unfamiliar surroundings. Oh shit. In front of the door is a large painted The front door the front door, okay. The front door is a large painted red. When it opened up, the both of us enter the receiving hall. Welcome back, Master Neil. Greets the butler politely. Neil nods his head at him and we both walk further into the hall. I am practically glued to Neil's back. You have servants? I shout out under my breath. Ah! I mean, son, can you contain yourself? He snaps at me. Stop commenting on every little thing. I'm sorry, nervous. I explain honest, just being here gives me the chills. I follow Nell as we enter a different room. What appears to be a large lounge area, and I see Evelyn seated on the white leather couch. I almost want to duck behind Nell as I see her, but I swallow my nerves and stand to next to him instead as we approach her. Is he going to tell her now, or is he going to wait until dinner? I have no clue regarding what Nell is going to do now, so I decided to keep quiet. Nell, Amia son, welcome. Oh my, you both look a little pale. Are you famished? Asked Evelyn. We're fine, mother. Just a little tired from the trip. Neil answers from before sitting down on the couch. I stand awkwardly for a few seconds, then sit down next to Neil. The white leather feels cold to the touch. Everything minimum price of my yearly salary. It always, I've always known Neil was wealthy, but never guessed it would really got to me until now. Neil likes to walk around instead of driving. He goes to coffee shops to drink coffee. He doesn't have his own chauffeur driving him around or a butler preparing his drinks. He's never actually flaunted his wealth in my face like I expected him to. It's made me forget he's from a rich background. The uncomfortable silence stretches on and I'm growing restless. Nice come on, girl. Out of all things, nice butler. Come on, bro. Do better, bro. I blurred out. Mel shit. That nigga switched his face. He said, "You dumb bitch." Mel gives me a dirty, shifty look, and I can imagine his voice clearly telling me to shut up. I lowered my head and looked down at my
Oh.
lap. Which servant, dear? Was their service unacceptable to you? I asked
Oh.
Evelyn. Their service was excellent. She's not. Hold on. Their service was excellent. She's simply not used to having them around, Nell explains. She's middle class after all. Hey, why you say it like that? Damn, nigga. Now it's my turn to give Nell a dirty look.
Hmm.
You... It is? It's charging. Oh, it's not even connected. Fuck. Let me see. Damn, what? This shit wasn't on the charger. Hold on, y'all. All right, we should be good. All right. All right. Wait, is it plugged in over here? Hold on. All right. You know, Marcus and I have not always been living the dream. Evelyn starts in a sweet tone. We had to work long and hard for our careers, for our ambitions. Sometimes that meant scrapping by, choosing whether or not to buy groceries or to go hungry that day. Evelyn flashes a smile at Neil. My son, he's never known such hardships. We worked hard to provide for him like that, to provide him that kind of life. Well, that's certainly true. You have nothing to worry about. As a woman coming from a similar background, we welcome you with open arms as our future daughter-in-law. Oh God, I just want to die right now. She gave me her blessing, but I'm not actually getting married to Neil. Neil hides his face behind his hands. Sort of words, short of words as well. Where's father? Neil decides to ask. He sounds real tense, but who could blame him? Probably in his study. He's always working. Subconsciously, I place my hand on his lower back in an effort to give him some sort of courage. I lean closer to him to whisper in his ear, "Don't drag it out, Neil. This is getting worse by the second." Neil clears his throat. "I have something to say to you both."
Oh.
"Oh, is it about the wedding?" I asked Evelyn. "I suppose it is." You call father? Oh, shit. Evelyn waves at the servant who's been standing idle in the doorway and quickly disappears once the silent command is
Ah.
given. "Have you decided on a date?" It's already it's all right if you want to wait a year or two. You know, young couples do wait a lot these days. I cringe at each word she says. She's really looking forward to the wedding. "Can we wait until the both of you are here? It's important." Detail
Hmm.
stresses. Honestly, bro, y'all are dating already. So you be like, we calling it off, but we still together. You know what I'm saying? Like you can play it off like that, cause y'all are obviously y'all going date. Y'all are kissing each other, like making out multiple times. He ain't got no side, bitch. You ain't got nobody. Why not? We anxiously wait as time ticks by, sitting there uncomfortably on the white leather couch, whereas Evelyn is browsing on the tablet. When we finally see Marcus emerge, oh shit, in the doorway, we both sigh out of relief before tensing right up simultaneously. Now for the hard part. Oh shit, what's going on, boy? He gotta like stop calling this nigga boy, bro. This shit hilarious, bro. All I'm thinking about is fucking God of War when I see that shit, bro. All right, what's going on, boy? Grunts Marcus. I hear Miss Marsh hasn't been able to reach you for the last couple of days. Have you been skipping work again? Oh shit. I raised my eyebrows at this. I didn't realize Nell was missing work. I thought he had said he had the day off. Tell her to mind her business. Says Nell. You're right, Nell. This is my business. Bellows Marcus, now standing in front of his son. Literally my business. Who would think? Who do you think gave you that job? I can't. Nigga, nobody asked for the job. Bitch ass nigga. I can't help. I can't have you coming and going as you please. This has gone on long enough. Darling, don't you think it's time to turn the other cheek and perhaps give Nell some time off? He needs to spend time with his fiancée, suggests Evelyn. Oh shit, Marcus throws his hands up in the air so that he can go off. Oh, gallivanting around with his art girl. Wow, and let him think he can do whatever he pleases. Let it poison his mind. Oh yeah, yeah. Let me fire back. Give it a chance. Give it a chance. Come on, bro. No, you've been poisoned long enough already by that insane cousin of yours. It's time to enter the real world, the corporate world full of responsibilities. No more slacking off or dodging your duty because that's what it is, son. It's your duty. Come on, you gotta speak up. Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. Give me the chance. Come on, bro. I'm appalled at his father's words. Seriously, art girl? Is that all I am? You have your fun in college. You wasted some precious time getting that good for nothing bachelor's degree, and your head is now filled with nothing but useless art images. It's time to put all this behind you before you disappoint me any further. Come on, bro. Please give me the chance to talk shit, bro. Nell hangs his head down. He still hasn't said anything at all. I can feel my own anger bubble up inside of me, marking my cheeks with the color red. Marcus tells, you're a man now, Nell, and men keep their word. Don't make me cut you off entirely and leave you to fend for yourself. Then he finally looks at me, and perhaps you should find someone more suitable for you to marry. This art girl. He said it again. Let me cut him out. Come on, let me cut him out. Will only succeed in pulling you astray even further, and I will not tolerate it. Marcus, don't talk like that. Hold on. Don't talk like that to Nell's fiance, yells at Evelyn. Admit it, girl. You're solely doing this for the money, aren't you? Oh, wow. Ah, yes. You really must have thought you hit the jackpot with my son. Coming from a wealthy background, well, I'm not going to let someone like you take advantage of that. Yup. Let's cuss this nigga out now, bro. Excuse me, bitch. The fuck? I stand from my seat. Excuse me. I say I speak. There's no way I can stand here and let this man talk about me or Nell this way. Come on, let's talk our shit. I look him straight in the eye, said motherfucker. Despite being similar to his sons, hold none of the warmth that Nell possesses. Aren't you ashamed to say such vile things about someone you barely addressed 2 words to? And for that matter, how dare you speak to your son in that way? He's your son. Nah, shut up, Nell. Shut the fuck up. I'm finna lock in on this nigga. He hisses at me, tugs my hand to get me to sit back down next to him. No, I refuse to back down. Let's lock in. Exactly, he's my son. He emphasizes with a hearty laugh. Don't you forget whose house you're in, Missy. Ooh. I will simply not tolerate such disrespect and sheer contempt in my own house. No wonder Nell tries to run away from you. You're absolutely terrible to deal with, I say breathlessly. At least your wife is civil enough to be happy for her son. Sit back down and know your place.
Put your paws up, Tommy.
I'm definitely not allowing this marriage to take place, he bellows. Good, I shot back because I wasn't going to marry him in the first place, bitch. Oh, honey, please don't say things like that. Marcus, calm down and stop yelling. You're just making things worse. Please, Evelyn. Me saying just Neil whines. Nah, no, I'm gonna tell them. I'll move away from Neil and his father. Tell us what? Oh my, why don't we all simply calm down and drink some tea, says Evelyn. Neil and I were never engaged in the first place. It was a sham, I say clearly. Mercy Marcus admits a loud snort and then laughs at us. A sham, you say. Did you need the money that badly? You had to fool my son?
Mm.
Does this mean you weren't there were there wasn't hold on. Does this mean there were there won't be a wedding? There I don't know why the fuck I was looking that up. Asked Evelyn in a sad voice. I growled at Marcus. I'm not in it for the money, and I wasn't fooling with Nell. We were both pretending. Nell cuts me off and me saying, "Come on, let me explain." He gets up from the couch as well. Explain what, boy? Marcus asks. I'm not engaged, nor I'm explaining to get married. Nell confesses. We lied. It takes a second for the information to register with Marcus and Evelyn, both looking at us with confused expressions. Marcus laughs again. Brilliant. This is brilliant. This means I had nothing to worry about. You can come back to the hospital to resume your work without any distractions then.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's... Evelyn doesn't know what to say. Don't you even want to know why we're pretending, I say? Details aren't important. What's important is that you now have no reason to be in this house, so I will kindly ask you to leave, says Marcus. Ooh. Angry that he's being so dismissive towards me, I stand my ground. The only reason I pretended to be his fiance was so Nell does not have to work as much. Because that's what's going on here. You're overworking your son to the point where he collapsed from exhaustion. That's not a life anyone should have to
Mm.
endure. Sweetie, is this true? Evelyn asks out of concern, looking at Nell. Nell doesn't answer. He merely stands there with clenched fists. Why isn't he saying anything? What Nell does is none of your concern. I will get my chauffeur to bring you back to your place, Margaret beckons to the servant. Ugh. Shouldn't your son health be more concerned? I bite back. Shouldn't you care about his health and happiness? For working for you makes him so miserable that he's rather hide it from you. Enough, he said. Remove yourself from this house immediately. My chauffeur is waiting on you for you outside. I can't listen to any more drivel you spout. It's nothing but nuisance. Go back to where you came from. Ooh. He got me so heated, bro. You need your chauffeur. I don't need no chauffeur because I'm leaving myself. I'm not going to stand here and listen to the awful things you say about Nell. I'm sorry for the intrusion. I give Nell one last look before turning around and heading straight outside. Yeah, we gotta go. Shit. Shit. We got to go. This nigga, stay in your place. Go back to where you came from. Bitch, who you talking to, nigga? Nail need to buck up. I ain't gonna hold you. You need to tell your dad, fuck you. I ain't working for you no bitch. Fuck. I'm getting tired of this shit. Oh my goodness. Let's see what happens, bro. Chapter 27. It's that bullshit. And it's snowing. And we walking around with heels on. Damn. Eventually my feet lead me to the park. It's already dark outside. The air is cold and it's snowing. I sit down on one of the benches to collect my thoughts, trying not to pay any attention to my shivering. What did I do? What did I do? I yelled at no, that's what he needed that. Nail father needed that shit. You ain't finna sit up and talk to me like this. I ain't finna sit up and eat dinner with no bitch ass nigga. Get the fuck on. I yelled at Nell's father in front of everyone, but he just made me so mad I couldn't stand it. The way he talked about me being some kind of gold digger, and the way he talked about Nell, seeing that seeing Nell there so defenseless and defeated, who in their right mind could have kept their mouth shut? Nell is a flawed person, and there's more vile words coming out of his mouth than anything positive. But he's not a bad person, and definitely did not deserve to have his father talk to him like that. There's no way I would have kept my mouth shut after seeing someone I cared for being abused like that. I had to speak up. Yeah. But now I'm not sure. But I'm sure I'm pretty much ruined everything. Neil is obviously going to side with his father. After all, he didn't speak up. You know what? I got faith in my boy. He gonna text me back and be like, or pull up to the shop and be like, hey, I quit the hospital job. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my own thing. We gonna be happy for this nigga. And the end. It better go like that. I'm gonna fuck somebody up. I don't know why I got my hopes up. Shit. My phone buzz is making me jump in my seat. Where are you right now? Oh shit. I sit there with my phone in my hand, contemplating whether or not to tell him. Should I even reply? I sort of stormed out of there and left them all behind, and Nell for sure is going to yell at me or something along those lines. I'm unsure of everything right now, even of my own feelings. They're a bit of a mess right now. At the park. Wait there, I'm coming. Okay, go ahead and check up on me. Or nah, he finna pull up and just tell me. He finna be like, dumbass bitch, and then leave, bro. Oh, great. His Majesty is coming over and rain down his wrath upon me. Who knows what kind of speech he has prepared to scold me for yelling at his father. I bury my face into my hands. Oh God, I yelled at a really powerful figure. Sitting all alone at the park, it's really starting to sink in the things I've said. On the other hand, I'm also kind of proud. I've said I said it to them. The urge to stand up to him was too great, and I entirely lost it when Marcus started insulting me as well. There was no way I was going to let someone walk all over me, regardless of their status. That part. Either way, I can take those words back. I can't take those words back, and I don't think I want to either. Now all there is to do is wait for Nell, I suppose. How fun. Snow continues to fall around me. About 10 minutes later, I hear someone approaching. Their footsteps stop me in stop in front of me, and from the instant lack of snowflakes, I assume there's a umbrella above my head. I know it's Nell, so I don't bother to look up. I'm suddenly finding it very fan, whatever to stare at Nell's shiny polished shoes. My heart is in my throat, and I can't find the energy to say anything anymore. That was the craziest, most ludicrous thing anyone has ever done for me. And Nell closes his eyes inside, and I have Angela to compare to. Nell places his hand on top of his head, patting my hair. But I guess I was waiting for that kind of crazy all along. I look at him, my eyes wide in surprise. He pulls his hand back from taking a seat next to me, making sure the umbrella keeps the snow away from both of us. You're not mad at me, I asked. I didn't say I wasn't, he says. You got quite of a mouth that likes to run off on its own. I glare at him. Takes one to know one. How many times have you opened your mouth and said horrible things? Don't remind me, he says bitterly. But why do you think but why do you seem to lose your voice when it comes to your father? Why did you let him step on you like that? You are sharp and always ready to come when it comes to retorts or witty remarks. It's different, all right? He pipes in. It's different because they're family, my family. They've always placed a tremendous amount of pressure on me to perform up to the highest, to their standards. Nothing gives a snort, bitter and laugh. Why do you think I ran away that time? Even as a child, I knew something wasn't right. You had more fighting spirit at 8 years old than you do now at 24, I say. Neil sighs, leaning forwards and placing his elbow on his knee. I simply didn't want to disappoint them. Work hard, make them proud. That's all I really wanted. No, it's not. I interject. That's not what you wanted at all. For God's sake, Neil, why do you think I stood up for you? Because I know you're miserable the way you are now. I know you want to follow your passion, not be stuck in some stuffy hospital working for your tyrant of a father. Neil stays quiet for a bit and he finally looks at me. His eyes hold a bunch of emotions, but I can't quite place them. There's a bundle of emotions swirling around in my stomach as well. All the things that don't make sense, you're the one that makes the least sense to me, he says after a while. What do you mean?
Um.
Why do you care so much? Nell twists his body around and moves closer to me. His face next to mine, staring at me with those golden eyes. His gaze is taking my breath away. I've made nothing but bad impressions on you, he said and done things that are inexcusable. You certainly have the right, I say, with a nervous laugh.
Ugh.
So why are you always there when I least expect it? Always ready to come at my rescue? Nell keeps staring at me with those eyes, seemingly searching for answers. I'm drawn to them. He raises a excellent point. Why do I care so damn much about him? even though even though he's quite horrible with me to a certain points. I guess it's because I've seen what Nell can be with pretense falls away. I can I can see Nell for who he is, and Nell who shows kindness towards others, the Nell who can laugh at silly things, the Nell that blushes a deep shade of red and turns speechless. I can see that behind Nell's rude actions, he tries to hide this insecure side of him, the Nell that is scared of messing up and letting himself get hurt. And that's why he's always quick to push me away or to cover up his embarrassment with quick and sharp insults. The more I get to know Nell, the more I know how he ticks, how he lashes out whenever he gets embarrassed, how he has had enough courage to apologize for his own faults, and even though his ideas are sometimes twisted, he does care about the people that are close to him. He's still arrogant, he's still witty, and always has a comeback ready. But this Nell, is this the Nell I like? This is the Nell I like. I worry about him. I want him to be healthy. I want to protect him. I always wonder what he's doing. I want him to succeed. I want him to grow and learn to live by his own choices. I want him to I want him. There's so many things I want him to say. I want to say that I end up speechless, not quite knowing how to convey them. Sometimes I really do think you have a ulterior motive. What I got an ulterior motive for? For always involving yourself, grumbles Nell. Ah, yes, my ulterior motive is for you to fall in love with me and marry me before driving you off into a cliff and reap all the sweet benefits I'd get as the widow of a rich man. I say deadpan. Hey, isn't that pretty much of your father's impression of me? I wouldn't put it past you. I give Nell's shoulder a hard shove, jerk. Gold digger. He retorts back. That would imply you actually have some gold to dig for. Aren't you pretty much poor if your father ever decides to cut you off? Nell gives me a worried smile. He did. Oh shit! Damn! Why he saying so, bro? This nigga get no thought. Well, he did. Damn. Oh, what? I'm drawn at blank. I could even, I couldn't very well stay silent after your rampage. Rampage? I was not on a rampage. Nell laughs at my expression. That's that was almost definitely a rampage, and you left behind quite a big wreckage. Everyone trembled before you. I refused to let Nell get under my skin and look straight forward, trying to seem unimpressed. You should have stuck around, then you would have known how it ended. Well, I'm here now. How did it end? Father was mouthing you off since you left. I have never seen him such. I have never seen him this upset before. Not even on that day when I ran, he was like a volcano that erupted. He kept mocking everything you said. Wow, everything you stood for, from your manners to your boutique. Well, that sounds nice. I say defeated. I definitely succeeded in making Nell's father dislike me, but that's okay. I didn't like him either. I couldn't stand to listen to the things he was saying about you anymore. But don't you pretty much agree with those things, though? Nels flashes me a small smile. I told my father I actually agree with everything you said. He leans his head against my shoulder, burying his face in my hair as if he's trying to hide. Everything you said, it was pretty much the truth. Angela has been trying to get me to stand up to my father for years now, and I couldn't. Never
Hmm.
did. You almost gave me a heart attack when you attacked my father like that. I couldn't believe
Hmm.
it. Once again, you showed strength when I couldn't. Exactly like when we were kids. I stayed quiet, letting him continue to lean on me for support as he explains what happened. He went on ranting, insulting you when you left. I was unable to stand for it. I don't know why I was okay with my father saying such things about me, but you, I don't want anyone. I don't want anyone to speak ill of you. So
Hmm.
I talked back. For once in my life, he mumbles against my hair. I can feel hot breath tickle my neck. It's making me shiver. Aren't you always speaking ill of me, though, Neil? I pointed out. I don't speak ill of you. I never. Speaking ill of me, insulting me, same thing. Nell turns his face a bit and lifts the brush against my neck. It gives me so many tingles, I swear he's going to do it on purpose. I'm sorry for the things I've said. I don't deserve what you did to me for me today. How about you thank me by treating me nicer from now on? No more insults, no more witty retorts thrown my way, no more shut your pretty little mouth. Nell stays silent for a few seconds before lets before he lets out a small snort. But it's kind of enjoyable to see you react and retort to them in return. Enjoyable, he finds my reactions amusing. I quickly pull away from Nell entirely. Did you just admit that you were saying those things to get a rise out of me? I say, I can't believe it. He really did. See? That's the kind of reaction I like. I feel my cheeks heat up as if I'm playing right into Nell's hands. Stop that. Stop being gleeful. Nell simply laughs at me. Nell, you can be cute sometimes, he adds with another chuckle. Great, now I'm definitely blushing. What's gotten into you all of a sudden? I wonder out loud. I'm not used to Nell being like this. He seems more carefree. He's joking around. The other night when we had ate dinner together, I discovered a side of him I had never seen before, and now
uh,
this. I can't decide whether I'm having a good day or a bad day, he says. Did your father really cut you off? I ask. It seems to be the most important question right now. Oh, I'm sure he's definitely cutting me off of any financial support. He hasn't said anything explicitly. The man was too stunned to reply once I was through with him, but I'm sure he's already plotting my demise. Angela would have loved it. I know I would have loved to see Nell standing up to his father. I'm almost sad I ran out after I said my piece without getting to see something this extraordinary. So what changes for you right now? I
hmm.
asked. It changes everything. It means that now I'm free to do whatever I want. And don't worry, it's not like he can access my personal bank account. I'm not suddenly dirt poor, dirt poor and living on the streets. What did your
Uh,
mother say? She didn't say much, actually. She was pretty quiet throughout the entire thing. Once I was through with father, all she said was to go after you. I give him an unamused look. So you came here on your mother's orders. Nell cast his eyes down. No, I wanted to as well. Good. I don't want you chasing after me only because someone told you to. Nell gives me a smirk. Are you saying you want me to chase after you on my own? No, I say flustered. But maybe yes.
hmm.
You're a terrible liar. I bite down on my lips to avoid his gaze. Nell makes a sudden movement, closing the distance between us again. His lips are near my ear, and his voice
Uh,
a whisper. I've been chasing you a little. I've been chasing you all this time, Mia son. Haven't you noticed? He quickly retreats and stands up from the bench, his back turned towards me. Snow falls on me, the safety of the umbrella gone with Nell. I look at his back, and under the light of the street lamp, I can spot the tips of his ears are red against his black hair. I find myself blushing as well. My mind is in a whirlwind right now. An hour ago, I was yelling at his father, and now Nell is saying that he's. What is he saying exactly? Is he cryptically? telling me that he's actually been chasing me all this time. My mind is jumping to all kinds of conclusions, but I don't want my imagination to work it out. I want to hear it from him. Chasing me. I decided to ask. You have a funny way of showing that. Nell quietly shuffles with his feet on the ground, not saying anything. He leans against the lamppost and scratches his cheek, playing aloof. But then I see him shrink a bit, slumping down his shoulders and giving me a sigh. I may have done. He mumbles the last part, and considering he's turned away from me, I can't catch what he's saying. I can't hear you, I say. I get up from the bench as well and move towards Nell. You know very well from the beginning, Nell noticed incoherently. You. I'm standing next to Nell. I must have been very quiet because he jumps away in surprise. Nell composes himself, losing the tie around his neck with his index finger. It seems Nell's face turns redder by the second half. I wanted to tell him to get out with it already, but he's simply too adorable. Nell, you're usually so eloquent with words. What's going on with all the tongue tied now? I say. I want to rub it in his face that he's fumbling over his words. I definitely do not like that part of you, Nell grumbles. I'm sorry, but who's the one who has admitted saying certain things to get a rise out of me for other than their pleasure? Wasn't it? You? It was, wasn't it? Let me finish what I'm trying to say already, he says. When he sees I'm not continuing my teasing, he clears his throat and tries it once more again. As I was trying to say, after you rudely interrupted me, I'm not interrupting. It seems like I have grown fond of you. He what now? He has grown fond of me. I'm sorry. I was supposed to be some kind of was that supposed to be some kind of confession? This is how Nell explains his feelings. Hey lady, I have grown fond of you. Even in my mind it sounds ridiculous. I yank down on Nell's tie and he yelps and responds as he gets pulled down to my level. I stare him down. You grown fond of me? What about being a bit more clear? I'm not. I daring push my lips against his to shut him up. My body zings in response, and my heart is jumping around my stomach. Nell's lips are cold and soft, full of passion. His fondest speech may have been lukewarm, but his lips are anything but cold. He pushes me back. He pushes back against me, his lips smashing against mine like he's been yearning for this, hungry for it, starving for it. But so am I. I wanted this. I wanted this so bad. I sigh. I sigh against his lips, parting them. More air escapes between us until we're locked once more with Bill's tongue coming out to play with my hey. My tongue flashes in a whirlwind of fire as he grabs me by my waist. There's no hesitation in his actions. I can feel exactly what he wants by the way he kisses me. I suck on his lips and I hope he can feel this exactly. This is exactly what I want as well. My hand oh, hold on. My hands are running along the fabric of his shirt on his back, pressing it firmly against me. The night is cold, but there's a warmth inside of me that's growing hotter. Nell's lips finally feel amazing on mine. I don't ever want to let go. How decent how decent young people are these days. Someone suddenly yells at us. We break apart at the interruption, mortified to realize we're not exactly alone at the park. It happens, sucking on each other's faces in public view. Both of us are taking big breaths to steady ourselves. I can't seem to look at Neil in the eye, and he seems to have the same problem. The ground suddenly becomes very interesting. Oh, let's take you home. This park can be full of strange people at night. Don't want you running into them. Neil takes my hand and gently tugs me along. I wrap my hand around his, loving the feeling of his, much bigger against mine. We walk side by side and take our way out of the park. My mind immediately goes into overdrive as his hand grows warmer to the touch. We just made it out. Nils sort of confessed to me we're holding hands, and not even an hour ago I was yelling at his father. I can't keep up with these emotions. It's all still too unclear, with this growing sensation inside of me. It's hard to ignore. It's been there like a steady current, growing bigger and bigger, washing over me like a tidal wave. I look over at Neil, who's been keeping quiet and holding his umbrella with one hand while gripping mine with the other. My heart clenches up, it's throbbing painfully. I quickly look away. No, it's not. It's not that unclear. I felt this way for a while now, maybe even since all the way back at the masquerade party, when I was forced to realize that I had been attracted to Neil all the while. I didn't want to admit it. I didn't want to face my own growing feelings for him because why would I even feel this way? Neil has been nothing but hot and cold from the moment we met again at the coffee shop. And yet I'm unable to stay away from him, and Neil seems unable to stay away from me, I think. Oh God, I say out loud and stop walking. Neil stops as well. What's that? I think we've no, it can't be. I covered my mouth with a free hand, shocked at the realization. Nothing. I managed to say, no way. There's just no way. What? Spit it out. Don't say, oh God, all of a sudden, and stop walking without any sort of explanation. Neil looks at me with a frown, waiting for me to say what's on my mind. I fiercely shake my hand, hoping to shake off the blush that is now covering my cheeks. No way. I'm not going to say it. Huh? Neil gives me a exasperated look. Moments ago, I couldn't keep your mouth shut, and now you decided to keep quiet. Well, that's because I just realized that I'm in love with Neil. I, I can't say. I can't let that bastard know. He'd grow even cockier, even more arrogant. He'll never let me forget. Why won't you tell me he wants? I must keep my mouth shut. I bite down my lip and shake my head. No way. I can't tell you. I'm not going to. Nell gently gazes. Nell's gentle gaze is turned into a glare. Why can't you tell me, huh? Where's your fighting spirit now? He says, as if to challenge me. Your bullies, you boldly seduce me with your lips, but words prove to be a challenge for you. He adds. I turn bright red, seducing him. Are you really that? Are you really that at a loss of words? He smirks. That cocky bastard is enjoying this, and I'm hating every second of it. I can't let him be this gleeful. My pride won't stand for it. I push away from him. I'm not. I'm fine. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I push away from him. I'm not fine. I love you. Ew. Oh shit. That's crazy. Oh crap! I said it. Oh, this nigga. I hide my face further in his hands, horrified. I said it out loud. Manel doesn't respond to anything, Woody. However, I take a peek through my fingers. He's standing there still, looking straight ahead. I pull my hands away from my face. Nell, I poke his shoulder. Neil drops his umbrella as he dashes away from me before crouching down on the sidewalk. He runs. Nigga, what the fuck? Why is you crouching down, bro? His arms covering his head, shielding his very bright neck. Oh, I love the scene, but why she look like that? Why y'all do me so bold? Anyway, this is a good scene though. Not him blushing like this. Nell, I call out to him, a bit flabbergasted at the extreme reaction. Nell lifts his head in the tiniest bit so that he can look back at me with the golden eyes. He looks so embarrassed. This is incredibly cute. My heart thumps against my chest, filling me with a glowing warmth. I pick the umbrella up, slowly walk. No, I pick the umbrella. Oh, that's why I keep fucking up. I pick up the umbrella and slowly walk towards him. It's my turn to shield him from the snow. He looked kind of pathetic, crouching down like that as if he's trying to hide from me. It reminds me of that day we met at the cafe when he tried to hide behind his laptop. It was so stupid, but also weirdly enduring. Like right now, I can't pass this opportunity to tease him, so I crouch to his level myself and leaning closer to his ear. Nell, I love you. I whispered to him. She ain't afraid. She gonna tell this nigga. Nell, he almost does a barrel roll forwards, but catches himself in time before quickly standing up. I follow his movements with a smirk, basking in his embarrassment. I think I found the best button to push. What's wrong, Nell? I ask innocently. He gives me a he gives me a look, one that seems to be screaming, "Are you for real?" He points at me with his index finger. Stop that. I take a step closer to him and smirk growing wider. Stop what? Oh, saying I love you? That stop. Another step closer. Why should I? I whisper. His face still buried in his hands. He looks to his left and grits his teeth like he's in pain. Stop lying to me like that. It's not good for my heart. Oh, does he really think I'm lying for the sake of teasing him? I'll take a small step backwards. It's not a lie. I bashfully look away from him this time. I may have only realized it just now. I saw this, but it's true. Nell's golden eyes are widened and conflicted. What? Even if I even if you have a emotional range of a toddler, even if your venomous words sting and hurt, even if I never know what comes out of your mouth is what you really mean to say, you don't have to keep insulting me. He barks at me. I guess I can't help it, but find you adorable. Besides, I admit that I can say some nasty things as well. Neil blinks at me, still not believing me. Of course, I prefer if you be a little bit nicer for me to now on. Say something. Say something. You don't make me stand here wearing my heart on my sleeve all awkwardly. I clutch my umbrella. I clutch the umbrella to close myself for support. Neil clears his throat before from turns his face away from me once again. He seems to be incapable of looking at me directly when it comes to being honest with himself. Maybe my choice of words is a bit ambiguous, he admits. I try to express myself better. Express himself better. What would certainly that would certainly help, considering Neil is always hiding his thoughts behind snarky comments. He sighs. I have a hard time putting my feelings into words whenever I'm around you. Gee, really? I mock. He reaches out for me daringly, brushing my cheek with the back of his hand. I take in a breath as I get filled up with excitement and anticipation. Ever since that day at your boutique, I've been attracted to you. And those feelings festered inside me into something bigger. I felt less and less in control every day. Despite being able to properly articulate himself this time, Nell's face is in a deep shade of red, the blush even covering his neck and ears. I can tell that he's shivering, and it's definitely not because of the cold. He's nervous, he's fidgety. These are all new sides of Nell I haven't seen before. I've become quite the mess when it's about you, when it's hard to breathe. It's hard to breathe, it's hard to think. I never I never knew I could be nervous, scared, excited, all at the same time. In the end, I'm having such a hard time managing my own feelings that end up hurting yours. Mocking you, hurting you, that's never been my intention. I can't help but become a child whenever I feel that fluttery chaos in the pit of my stomach. I lash out. My mouth runs. runs off, and instead of trying to get along with you, my primitive my primitive brain thinks it would be a great idea to act all high and mighty to make sure you won't notice that I'm scared of these feelings you incite in me. Nell finishes his monologue while looking at me with these hopeful puppy dog eyes. My heart melts at the sight of him, and his words make my heart beat even faster. Essentially, Nell admits that he has feelings for me and lashes out because he's too scared in return. But I want you to notice me now. And if you want, and what, whoa, hold on. And if you, and if what you said before was no lie, then he bumps his head forward into mine. I can feel the warm breath in his face. It's comforting. He pauses for a little while, simply leaning against me for support. I think I love you too. I jolt in lightning surges through my body and my eyes are cracked wide open. I was in heavy denial before. It's only been a few minutes since I finally accepted that I was in love with him, but never suspected I'd hear him say those words back to me. My legs feel like spaghetti noodles all of a sudden. My inner strength has left me. I can't believe we both confessed to each other. I never expected that this would happen when I woke up this morning. I expected to tell Neil's parents that I wasn't his fiance, that I wasn't in fact anything to him. Yet here we are, foreheads touching, faces red with snow falling quietly around us. And we love each other. Oh, I was telling him before, confidently saying I love you. But now suddenly I find myself speechless. It's one thing to say it, but it's another thing to hear it come from him. I'll repeat what you said before. Please say something. I don't don't make me stand here with like a fool. I hold back the urge to smile. I want to say those things were my exact words, but I decided against it for now. You're stupid, I say instead, with a slight chuckle. I can I can already tell Nell is about to pull away in a huff, but I tilt my head up, pressing his lips against his for a brief moment. But I seem but I seem to be in love with you, no matter how stupid you are. Fancy that. Nell growls at me aloud. Are you saying I'm stupid? Nell raps. Nell, I wrap my free arm around his neck, lifting myself up so I can kiss him one more time. Stupid. Nell kissed me back, wrapping his arms around my waist. Then you're stupid for falling for this fool. He's nervous and fidgety, but his eyes are full of longing as he cups my face and rains himself closer to gently kiss me again. He pulls away after a sweet second, blinking his eyes at me and giving me a shy smile. Let's go home, he says. We go home together. Oh, shit, my good shit, my good shit. Hey, that episode is. Hey, this is a fabulous episode. We confronted Nell's father, called that nigga a bitch, talked our shit, left out. Nell came after me. You know what I'm saying? We confessed, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. Alright, let's see what this. Hey, this got to be the last chapter then. Alright, finale. We on the finale. Chapter 28. Uh-oh. Oh, y'all see this? Tailor Plus. You're about to read the normal epilogue. Tailor tells. Damn, very. I'm so mad. Yeah, I'm finna get this steamy scene when I'm off the clock. But y'all gonna have to get the regular scene. I ain't gonna hold you. Sorry, y'all. We gonna have to go to normal, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. All right, last chapter. My day. Okay, I'm daydreaming of Nell. I'm still a bit unsure whether or not any of this is real. The fight with his parents, Nell's love confession and mine, the many kisses. It was last night that he took me home and we kissed goodnight in front of my store. His kisses left me aching for more, especially considering the fact that we love each other. That still feels weird to say. Neil loves me. He's actually admitted to it. Then there's the bad stuff, like me yelling at his father, and Neil sort of finally standing up for himself, which probably means he's getting cut off from the family. I don't know what's going to happen, On one hand, it's terrifying. On the other hand, it's exhilarating. Mostly though, I'm nervously waiting for to see Nell again. The door chimes. My eyes widen when I realize my customer was no other than Nell's mother, Evelyn. Oh
Oh.
shit. Oh shit. Good day, Amia-san. She greets me politely. I'm starting to get sweaty palms. What is she doing here? Is she going to scold me, warn me to never come near Nell again? Good day. I force myself to say. Evelyn looks around the shop for a bit, taking her time to say what she came here to say. It's unfortunate how things ended yesterday, don't you agree? Yes, I say, trying to be as polite as
Mm.
possible. Marcus doesn't know what's good for our son. He's stubborn and unchanging in his ways. He believes Nell should follow in his footsteps to take over the hospital as CEO. He keeps my I keep my thoughts to myself already. I've already spoken enough.
Ah.
I've tried time and time again, yet in the end, nothing really seems to have any influence. Nell went along with it, with whatever Nell Marcus said. My poor son kept overworking himself at a job he loved. She walks over towards the counter with a slight and sad smile on her face. And then something miraculous happened last night. Nell finally found his inner strength and stood up for his own needs. And I have you to thank for it. Me, I'm stunned. Is she complimenting me? It's a good thing that I stood up to his father. Evelyn gives me a graceful smile. That's correct. While you may have been pretending to be Nell's fiance, I can tell that the both of you are very close. I'm very grateful that you've managed to ignite a fire in him so that he can finally take charge of his own destiny. She takes a small sigh, closing her eyes. Marcus should concede to the fact that Nell won't be taking over. We're in the modern age now. There's no need to keep the business in the family. Plenty of other wonderful young men that can step up and
Mm.
take over. What I want for my son is for him to be happy. So please, me son, continue to make my lovely son happy.
Hell
I
yeah.
don't know
Yes,
what to
ma'am.
say.
Of
I'm pretty
course.
sure I
Of course.
look like
Hell
a
yeah.
fish out of
Of
water,
course.
yapping at her with no words coming out. Anyways, I wanted to say, please don't be shy and come visit us again. Shit, what? I'm not visiting y'all niggas, especially your motherfucking husband. You need to get that nigga back, nigga. I'm not gonna let Marcus cut off our only son and his lover, but something fierce. Wishing I could crawl behind the counter and never
Hmm.
come out. Have a nice day. I wish you all the best with my son. Even she bids goodbye. She finally leaves the store. I try to gather my thoughts. Evelyn personally came over to tell me that she's grateful for whatever I did to Nell to make him stand up to his father. She didn't even scold me for blowing up at Marcus. And as a matter of fact, she gave me her blessing to continue making her son happy. Is it really that obvious there is something going on between Nell and me? Ah, this is embarrassing. The door chimes once more, and I look up in the bundle of nerves in my stomach. Speak of the devil. Nell, I call out to him as my heart starts to beat
Um,
faster. Did I did I see my mother walk out of the store, or am I imagining things? What are you doing here? I asked him. My heart already starts to beat faster. I didn't realize I missed him this much. It's only been like a half a day since I last saw him. Nell cautions his hand, looking away from me. I wanted to see him. And just like that, my heart is fluttering again. Anyways, back to my question. Was that my mother? What is my mother doing here? Oh, I think she just gave us her blessing. I still a bit unsure. Her blessing, what do you mean? Did she say anything else? She came in to say that she hopes I make you happy and that the both of us are still welcome to visit her again. I'm pretty sure she means to say that you're not cut off from the family. Nell hunches his shoulders, looking embarrassed all of a sudden. She said that? That's good, right? You're still a forester. He grumbles a bit. I don't care about that. I mean, she said as sappy as you're making me happy. I feel myself turn shy as well. It's what she said. Nell scratches the back of his head, fluffing his black hair. I guess you do make me happy. He said very slowly, like it, like it took him a lot of effort to admit. My heart pounds at the sudden honesty. Quiet down, you stupid organ. How can you can't keep making flips over every time Nell says something even remotely romantic? I can't keep the grin from spreading across my face though. Are you busy right now? He asks, trying to change the subject. No, those forward customers haven't shown up yet, I say with a slight smile. Aren't I a customer? Depends on if you're interested in something. Definitely, he says, staring straight at me. I hide my blushing face behind my hands. Why is Nell so bold all of a sudden? Ever since last night, it's been a switch. It's like a switch has been flipped up, and he's suddenly filled with a lot more confidence. It's not good for my heart. I can show you some clothing you might like. I say, feeling a
Huh?
bit nervous. Some clothing, he asks, looking genuinely surprised. I quickly skitter over to the other side of the store to pick out one of the few male shirts I have. I hold it up to Nell. You could try this one on for example. I point towards the dressing room. I'm trying to suggest something not so innocent here. Nell obediently takes his shirt off, takes his shirt from my hands, and he walks towards the dressing room, closing the curtains behind him. You already know what we gotta do. I can't. I can hear him shuffling around in there, growing impatient. So I force myself through the curtain in into the dressing room. I, I come to face with Nell's bare chest. He looks at me all flustered. I place my hand on his naked chest and push him against the wall. Finally, I say, I stand on my toes so I can place my lips against his. Neil drops the shirt in his hands, then embraces me, pulling me against his warm body. He puts his back against my lips. All the bad thoughts and worries fly right out of my mind. It's just me and Neil right now in the moment, moving our bodies together, withering in excitement. His arms pull me tighter and my hand wanders around his bare back, crawling, clawing at him as he kisses me hard. His kisses are leaving me breathless. These new feelings are brewing inside me, and all of a sudden, hold on, inside of me, it all feels lush and exciting, and most of all, warm. Neil's body against me makes me feel protected and warm. Like this, it feels like I'm seeing the real Neil without any pretense. His lips are soft and gentle, but hard and passionate the next second. Neil breaks away from my lips and he takes that fuzzy warmth with him. His eyes are half open, and for the split second, I look into those golden orbs. I find myself lost within them. I love this man. With my eyes closed and leaning against, capturing his lips. You gotta stop doing this shit. Alright. He lets out a small moan against my lips, and I feel my body curve towards my fingers keep brushing over his naked skin, touching him in all sorts of places. Yeah, there you go. Seeing how he reacts by twitching and moving his body. All parts of my lips daringly lick his lips with my tongue until he does the same. Tongues intertwine. Electricity soars through my body. It feels like we're on fire. Nell's breathing is heavy and he keeps letting these small grunts out. Grunts and rocks his body against mine, each time harder than before. His hold on. Hold on. We all like him. He pulls his tongue away from mine. Then he lowers his head so he can lick the skin on my neck. It makes me shiver and I collapse in his arms. Before I know it, he's leaving kisses on the side of my neck, sucking on sucking on the more delicate spots. I bite down my lips to prevent any noise from coming out. She didn't lock the door. Bro, how's she gonna explain this, bro? Oh, she's fucked. Oh shit. When his hands start to crawl underneath my dress, Damn, they was finna get it. Oh, damn. Okay, hold on. Under my dress, that's when we're both pulled into back at Earth when we hear someone enter the store. Frantically, I pull away from them, my entire face flushed red and my hair all tousled. Who the fuck interrupted this session, bro? I run out of the changing room and quickly make myself decent. My heart is running a marathon. It's beating that fast. I try to calm myself and flash a smile at the customer. The customer browses a bit before they leave. I anxiously let out a sigh. You can come on, Nell. I tell Nell, who's been hiding in a changing room all this time. Nell emerges from the changing room, pushing back onto the curtain, and showing up in his shirt back on. Oh, he's forgot his tie. With a tousled look and red lipstick that took a beating, he turns to address me. You don't sell this kind of service to other customers. I laughed and I kissed him again. My life with Nell is only just the beginning. Yeah, roll the credits. Go ahead, roll them credits, bro. Good shit, good shit, good shit. Ooh, royalty, love it. All right, fuck it. Well, we do it. We'll do a we'll fill out a survey real quick, bro. All right, let's do this real quick. All right. I'm saying just to help them out. Which ending did you get on your first run? Passionate. Which versions? E.T. Hey, that shit was fire. Good shit. Y'all doing good. I can hold you. I need y'all to come out with another one. Did you expect? Did you expect like? Did you expect to like Nails Rock? Please give your thoughts about him. All right. Not gonna lie. At first, I was like, "Oh, this shit is not gonna work." He does. Know him. Oh, funny. He's funny. And let's see. There you go. All right. Next. Did you realize? No. You know what? No, but I had some suspicions. Yeah. At first, I'm like, I don't know. Which parts of Nails' story did you enjoy the most? The masquerade. Hey, that masquerade ball. That shit was top tier. Y'all know I fucked it up. Oh, I keep fucking up that E. Keep leaving out the E. There we go. Which CG did you like? Okay, so we love the laptop. We did like the laptop. Mask Man, yep. That one was good too. Kissing on the counter scene? Hey, golden, bro. Let's see. Bro, I need to see the same. I can't wait, bro. Selfie was fun. Yeah, that was good, bro. I didn't get to see the ending. Fuck. Did I press the wrong button, didn't I? Damn. Oh well. Alright, did you like, hold on. Did you like Nail with the original purple hair or did you like the current black? Oh, now nigga with the purple. Now when he had purple hair, it was decent. Like he was still fine. But with the black hair, that upped him up. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna go with the black. out of the side characters, who'd you want to turn into an actual route? Huh? What? Turn into an actual route. None of these niggas. What are we talking about? Marcus is a dickhead, so hell no. Evelyn, she already old as shit. Angela, I would want to see Angela date some other niggas. I would want to see what her like the niggas that she get introduced to. Like y'all should do a part 2 where we see her like talking to some niggas on the island. See, I just gave y'all an idea. All right, did you self-insert? Did you self-insert during the story? I created original characters or play as. No, I just self-inserted my shit. I think I said shit. Is that me? What? What would you have like to see more of? Would you like to see more of? Y'all did a good job on the scenes and everything. Y'all did good. I'm gonna just say y'all did good. Y'all did good. That's all I got. All right, we done. Let's go back. You have completed one ending. If you want to unlock the other endings, you have to start from chapter 25 again. Play 25. Now, we did say, I did say I was going to do 3, but I do want to try other games. I'm not finna hold you. Ooh, I do want to try another game. So what I'm gonna go, fuck. What I'm gonna do is we gonna take a pause on this game, and then shit, I don't know, bro. Ooh, this shit is hard. I don't know. We could just. I want to spin that wheel again and see what's the next game we get. I ain't gonna hold you. That's what we'll do. All right. So right now, the next video y'all see, or the next stream I do, Wednesday. So we gonna stream on Wednesday again. When I stream on Wednesday, we gonna spin the wheel. And if we get a good game, I'm gonna take a pause. Cause we done completed like 2 routes. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what that game is. If it's good, I'm like, shit, sorry, Tailor Tales, you got to take a pause on this shit. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? But this was cool. Hold on, let me see. Cause I gotta remember who the other routes were. Cause I forgot who else. Okay, this the roster. This our roster. We got Gray done. We got Nell done. So we had 2 people on my list that I want to do. I said I wanted to do. I don't even know how to say this nigga name. Yoke. I'm gonna call him Yoke. We got Yoke right here, and I wanted to do James. So that's what we'll do. We'll take a pause. Wednesday, spin the wheel, play a different game, and then after we done with that, we'll come back to Tailor Tales and finish and do James and Yoke. That's the plan. That's the plan. That's the plan. All right. Yeah, that's it. Hey, hold on, gallery. Cause hold on, we see. Oh, you see all the photos. I didn't know that. Dang, I got 2 likes. Bro, I need it. Yeah, we gotta see what those is foot scenes. I still didn't do that for Gray, bro. I'm lacking, bro.